Hi guys, just out here sitting in the garden, just thinking about what to play in terms of games over the next few months. Just come back from a couple of weeks holiday, had a really nice time out in Malta, went and visited Valletta, stayed on the island of Gozo, really chilled out with the family. It's really nice and won't have to worry about work, lots of time sitting by the pool, lots of time working on the Waterloo scenario in a week or two's time when we're getting to play that. I'll be putting a video of that up shortly. Before I went, I completed some more figures. I don't know whether you can see them here, it might be a bit too bright out here, but I've completed two Russian command cells. These ones are all Perez. It's one set, but I decided to make a divisional command and a commander-in-chief stand-up to go with my Russian forces. So that's been a little bit of painting before I went away, and I think I'll give you a bit of a heads up of what to expect over the forthcoming weeks. All right, back in a sec. Just taking another shot of my Russians. They come out a bit better in the shade than they do in the bright sunlight here. So there you go, my divisional command stand and my commander-in-chief all completed, as I say, Perry Metals. Painted those up just before I went on holiday. All right, so what might we expect this autumn? So while I was away on holiday, I'm sure, like a bunch of you, I read this Henry Hyde's War Games campaign book. Really good read, really enjoyed having a chance to look through that. Well, I spent about a week dipping in and out of it, alongside a whole lot of other stuff I was reading while I was out and away. And I'm sure, like a bunch of you, it sort of inspired me to go at a bit of a campaign game. So that's why you might see the Columbia Games Napoleon game here in front of me. I'll just move that out of the way, because that comes with an absolutely fabulous map, I think, of the Waterloo campaign area. And the game system itself is quite fun. It's a real quick playing game. And I would recommend it for anyone who's interested, but it also gives me the basis of a campaign. I certainly do not have the mapping skills or the time that Henry puts in to create the beautiful maps you see in the War Games campaign book. And this map covers about 150 kilometers from side to side, so it's relatively easy to convert the movement ranges in Henry's book to a map of this scale, and it's designed to be a board game, so most of the villages it pulls out are provide a really good network of movement points. So rather than having a hex grid, we'll simply direct our units to move from village to village or town to town, or to the major cities that are the objective of the campaign, whether that be Brussels up here in the centre, Liège as a major supply depot for the Germans, and across on the left, Ghent being the major supply depot for the British. So the map marks up the France-Dutch boundary, and also gives this dotted grey line here, which is the army boundaries between the Prussian forces and the Anglo-Allied forces. So this gives me something to run a campaign across. And I'm thinking about just how to frame it. I might go for a scenario with Napoleon launching his attack earlier than he did historically, partly because I've got less troops than are required for the Waterloo campaign, so that might mean I can start with smaller forces. The other thing I think I'll do is convert Henry Hyde's movement rates from a week to a day, as the French definitely proved themselves capable of advancing the sort of distances to Charleroi, to Quatre Bras, to Waterloo, and potentially up to Brussels within 2, 3, 4 days, rather than the 2, 3, 4 weeks that the campaign system would require. So we'll give that a go and see what sort of scenarios that throws up. I'll come back to you with some more details on that in the autumn. So that's going to be the next major project. As you see, I'm still painting Russians. That's going to carry on for a while. And under the General Dame banner, we hopefully during August have a new scenario book coming out. One for the 1813 campaign in Germany, We've seen a number of scenarios already from that, from the General de Brigade scenario books that Caliver Press do, so I've played quite a few campaigns in that series. I was chatting to Dave about this supplement that he was putting together, but it was quite a long time ago, about a year ago. And at that time he was thinking of potentially putting in some sort of campaign element to it. So we'll see how that's played through, see what sort of scenarios are on offer, but I'm sure one of the themes for the autumn will be playing through that new scenario book that's coming out for General d'Armée. So please stay glued to the channel. We've got hopefully an 1815 campaign to run using this map. We'll have an 1813 campaign to run with the new scenario books, and the usual mix of more generic Napoleonic scenarios with the odd Ancients and ECW scenario thrown in. So I hope you're enjoying the channel and look forward to our journey together this autumn. Cheers everyone, and see you all soon.